Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ad Age's Publishers Fireside, where we provide perspective and thought leadership on a critical topic facing the industry as a whole. I'm Josh Golden, the president and publisher of Ad Age, and today we're going to speak about how TikTok ultimately won 2020. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, TikTok is Ad Age's Marketer of the Year. There we go. TikTok tops list of brands of 10 brands chosen by our editors and reporters for business results and breakthrough advertising and smart strategic thinking. Let me set up this conversation because I'm a tremendous fan of all of these things. From Sarah Cooper's memeable videos to Nathan Apodaca's chugging ocean spray while lip syncing to Fleetwood Mac to a viral crowd-sourced musical Disney Ratatouille, TikTok was the winner of this past year, hands down. No other brand, much less any other social network video sharing platform, so dominated the worlds of pop culture, politics, and marketing in 2020, sometimes all at once. Joining me for a conversation about how this platform succeeded so wildly this past year, despite and perhaps in response to the double-edged challenges posed by the pandemic and the brand's unexpected spotlight in the new election news cycle, is Ms. Katie Puris, the managing director of business marketing for TikTok. Welcome, Katie.
Thank you, Josh. Bringing the energy this morning. I love it. Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be here.
I'm glad. I do bring the energy, Katie. That's what I do. It's my job.
I'm going to bring the energy right back to you.
Got it. Before we jump in, let me just quickly highlight that you can comment in the Slack or in the chat on all the social platforms that we're broadcasting this to, where you're watching from, and I will shout you out a little later in the program. Also, Katie has offered to answer some questions that we can potentially toss to her during the live stream. So toss some questions in, and we'll see if we can get you up on the good old stream there. So let me jump in, Katie. First of all, congratulations! What a huge success, and what a great year. I got to say, how did TikTok get to this juggernaut? I mean, I know my children are crazy fans, and I know so many other people are, but I got to say, it's just an enormous success. So how did you kind of get here? And before I even let you answer,
yes,
I can't imagine the world without that great. It was an uplifting moment for, with Ocean Spray, as well as the Ratatouille musical. Everything that happened this year has just been one hit after another. I'm just going to let you speak to the success of this year and how you made it happen.
Well, first of all, we want to share how grateful we are for the incredible honor of being named Marketer of the Year. We know that companies like P&G and Nike came right before us. We are very honored. We take it seriously too, and we intend to make sure that we show up well so that we can continue to deserve this honor. I think that as I look back at the last year, there are a couple of things that stand out for me that really led to our success and our importance in the world. One is that TikTok as a company in and of itself has a mission of creativity and joy. The speed in which we're able to operate and the belief in the company around new ideas, around innovation, around invention is so prolific. And so we're able to operate at a speed unlike anything I've ever experienced. The company loves ideas, the company loves thinking, and we push forward. The second thing is that the community really transformed on our platform over the course of the last year. The community depended on TikTok, and I believe TikTok has established ourselves as a place that is core to fulfilling a human need around being seen, heard, and understood. And so the range of storytelling, from the sad, the profound, the hilarious, the joyful, the connection, has really only grown over time, and people really depend on it. Our numbers are very significant. The amount of time people spend on the platform is very significant. And the third thing that I would say is that TikTok has really become an important place for marketers, and solves a challenge and a need for marketers that's very different in terms of how they can tell stories, in terms of how they can deeply engage with the community that will participate right alongside with them. And we haven't seen this anywhere else. So we've seen so much joy and so much incredible work from marketers. And we're looking forward to more of that as we look into 2021.
That's awesome, Katie. I can't let you not show, if it's okay. I mean, the connection that was offered and then highlighted, was it during the World Series? The campaign that you created for the ocean, was it Ocean Spray?
Yes.
Yeah. So can we just show that, Max? Can you bring that up just so we can highlight that one? I mean, come on, just that, just crazy, just a great moment, so natural, just as you were suggesting. There wasn't overwhelmingly polished, just a singular video, a singular moment, and then everyone just piled on. And then, of course, Fleetwood Mac and everyone else in the world did it too.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about, sorry, did you want to?
No, please, tell me about that one.
I think that it is so telling on TikTok that anyone can be discovered, any piece of content can be discovered, and the community, joins right alongside of it. So as people are posting and sharing and talking about things that they're interested in, or just providing a little moment in time, the community loves this and the community builds alongside of it. So it's really incredible and interesting how it happens. So it's never just about that one piece of content, about being a solo TikTok creator and just putting it out there. It's that the community wants to engage and participate alongside a community of people that they may not know, but perhaps that share their same interests and want to have a little bit of fun.
Yeah. And speaking to fun, because you know how I love fun, I happened to catch, I think the early days of this, the Ratatouille the Musical, which started literally on TikTok. Let's just show a little bit of how it started. This is a response song.
I'm dreaming, try to see life as I do, taking the smell of it steaming, this wonderful dump here in front of you.
So this video, along with about, I don't know, I'm going to say 1,000 other videos, whether it's dance or makeup or highlighting how Ratatouille the Musical, look at the hashtag of Ratatouille the Musical. So many people. Max, press on that, the makeup one. Someone actually did a whole thing on how to make up himself as a rat for the Ratatouille the Musical. Obviously, this gives a tremendous opportunity for creative individuals to express themselves in a fun and inventive way. Just awesome moment. And breaking news, I'll let you tell it because I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's turning into a real thing, a real produced show. And it will be focused on the Actors Fund and supporting the Actors Fund. I think Ratatouille the Musical on TikTok has been so amazing because it is the creativity and the innovation and the invention of ideas and things that people are interested in that others might see and play along. And I think also during a time of COVID, when people were at home alone, it gave our community a chance to provide different examples of self-expression, to really get into it and create these incredible TikToks based on the musical, and some others that perhaps were a little bit more simple. But yeah, it's all going to be coming together, and it's going to be in real life, and we're seeing a lot more of that. I mean, I would say Ocean Spray, similar thing. It's moved into real life. You couldn't buy a bottle of Ocean Spray. You can't walk down the street without seeing people do TikTok dances. So we've gone well beyond the platform into really existing in real life and being a place and a community where people can show their creativity, where they can connect, where they can engage with one another, and where they can do amazing things.
Yeah, I have to agree. I just want to, it's an extraordinarily large, 800-pound elephant in the room, but I want to address it.
Yeah.
TikTok managed to execute this extraordinary success, despite the fact that you were in the crosshairs of the administration saying they wanted to ban you. I mean, this was not an easy, I don't know if any other brand had ever in history had this level of intense scrutiny. How did you overcome it? And now with the new administration coming in, are you through the woods?
Yeah. So I think that TikTok already had become so important for people and for brands by the time this came out. So people have really depended on TikTok. Again, they spend a ton of time on TikTok, and it's a part of their days. When this happened over the course of the summer, of course, it was, it was a time that opened up a lot of questions. It was a time that we had a lot of conversations with clients and agencies about what's going to happen. Look, Josh, there were times where you and I were going into an interview, and the night before at midnight, there was some big announcement made. And then I'm the first person talking in the company publicly about what's happened. So I think during that time, it was about having honest conversations with clients and agencies. We found that they were very much behind us. There was a lot of support. We always said, if you have any concerns, we can hold off. There's no problem. And we work together because this is about long-term partnership. As we look forward into the future, there's just a ton of momentum happening right now with clients and agencies. People are really looking into 2021, how they can show up well on the platform, how they're going to continue to grow their investments on the platform. So things are very positive. The industry's with us, our community is with us, and we've always said that we're going to be here for the long run.
Yeah, I want to ask, has there been any change in the temperature since the new administration is coming in?
Not necessarily based on the administration, only because I can't speak to that. But I would say, as it relates to clients and agencies and those conversations that we're having, it's not as top of mind. We're really focused on 2021, building, growing the kind of work that we're going to do together.
That makes total sense. Let me just quickly do some shout outs for folks that are watching all around the world. We have Jesse, Mark, Abigail, Cami, Amanda, Claudia, Becky, Juan, Iwa, and about 50 other folks that are all watching from around the globe. Listen to you. Just roll out the brilliance there, Katie. I want to talk about competition just because it's been the next major area that I have seen so obvious, the kind of the lookalike brands that are trying to do the similar thing, from like Reels or Triller or even House Party. I've seen being in competition with what you're doing. And you obviously, just based on your own success, have painted a target on you, and specifically in regards to your direct access to Gen Z. You almost, I don't know if this is, I can't say quantitatively this is totally accurate, but I feel like you kind of own Gen Z a little bit, like just looking at the ages of individuals that I'm watching engage on TikTok versus, say, Snapchat or how I use Facebook or Instagram. It's almost broken up by generations. So I'm curious, and not to be overly reductive, but it seems like, really Snapchat and Instagram are much more millennial based, and TikTok is really much more Gen Z. How is that accurate, or is it just lucky because Gen Z is the larger audience? Tell me about your kind of that ownership. And if I'm wrong on it, please correct me that Gen Z is not owned by TikTok.
Well, I don't think we would ever say we own anyone. I think that we need to be a platform that allows people to show up well, show up creatively, tell their stories, and we don't take that for granted at all. Our platform absolutely has always been fueled by Gen Z. However, we've seen it really expand to many demographics over the course of this year. Here's what's most important to know, though. The attitudes of Gen Z, the expectations of Gen Z are really fluid throughout our community and our platform. It's about acceptance. It's about being real. It's about being there for one another. It's about showing who you are. It's about being creative. It's about telling stories. But here's what's really interesting. In many other platforms, you may have heard that when your parents arrive, the platform is dead, right? We've heard that in the industry over time. We've seen the opposite on TikTok. We've actually seen that even as our platform has expanded to include so many other groups and so many other peoples and ages, they've been very much welcomed in. And when I say welcomed in, not just that it's okay that they're there, but they're embedded into the TikToks of folks from Gen Z. You'll see a granddaughter with their grandmother in a TikTok together. You see parents on TikToks goofing on their kids. So you see this incredible, range of content where everyone is included, and that's accepted on our platform, and that's the expectation. And so I'm very grateful for that in terms of Gen Z. They're incredibly strong on our platform. I think they will be if we do our job of allowing them to have the kind of place, an environment where they can tell their stories, be who they are, and be embraced for that.
I agree. It seems like it's a real balance of offering the kind of not overly polished experience that you might see on an Instagram. There's some real moments that happen on TikTok that are it seems very of that generation, where millennials and other generations are a little more polished in the experience. That's why it's so accessible. I want to ask, just because I see, again, focus group of one here, but I'm watching individuals, young people engage on TikTok, and they're so engaged in it step after step. And I believe it's arguably based on the algorithm. So tell me, Katie, if you can expose any of the secret sauce, just let us know. What is it?
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. You have created a TikTok, and you want it to show up on the For You feed. So here's what happens. You create a TikTok, and the platform will open up that TikTok to a small group of users that either follow you or that are similar to you, and they'll see how people respond to that. If people watch the content all the way to the end, if they comment on the content, if they engage in the content, then that group will continue to grow. It'll go through, computers and people and different layers as we expand. And then eventually, if we see that it is a piece of content that the community is engaging in, that people are engaging in, they're watching, then it grows, and then it ends up becoming on the For You feed. But I think that in addition to that, what the platform likes is to see that you're a person that does actively engage in content, that comments on content, that watches content as well. So all of these things work together to eventually, hopefully, exist on the For You feed. But what I would say, even in addition to that, just create content that you're passionate about, that you love, that you want to engage, that there's a new trend that you want to participate in. Just be who you are. And that is what ends up winning on our platform.
Yeah, I'm actually just curious now, Katie, as I'm hearing you talk, do you get questions from parents about how they can help their children or their younger people or on the platform be more successful on the platform?
I don't get questions from parents around how their children can get more.
Brands.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Do you get questions on how brands can be more successful? While I'm positive that they would love their children to be more successful. I would want to know about brands.
Yeah. And we do. And we launched a campaign over the course of the summer to help brands understand how to be successful on TikTok. And the message to our community of brands and agencies is, don't make ads, make TikToks. So pay attention to what storytelling looks like on the platform, how people are engaging, and what that might mean for you as you show up as a brand. When I talk to agencies, and particularly creatives, I want them to think about this almost as a new medium in a way. When you open up your mind to think about it that way and look at storytelling and how people are engaging and how things become popular and how things go viral, and look at it as a new medium for creativity, it does open up your mind to think differently. But we tell clients and agencies, don't make ads, make TikToks, be a part of the community, be more natural, be grounded in who you are, and the community will join right alongside you. So over the course of this year, we've seen countless examples from clients where they'll build work on TikTok and the community will create millions of iterations of that original client execution, which is something that honestly 5 years ago I would have never believed could have ever happened. And it happens on TikTok every day.
It's so awesome. I want to end with one question on 21, as we're all desperately looking for this year to be behind us, except for you, maybe Katie, because you're celebrating the success of your brand. Tell me about what you're thinking into 21, where you might be able to inspire some of the folks that are watching about where and what TikTok might be doing into the coming year and how they can best take advantage of that.
Yes. So I think that it is helping brands understand how to show up well on our platform, how to continue to grow their brands, how to have great business results, which is already happening. I think there will be more work around what we mean when we say, don't make ads, make TikToks. I think that we're going to do much more than just trying to inspire the industry to build by showing them examples, but investing right back in them. So when I look at the work that we're going to be doing with brands, with clients and agencies, it's more than that. It's how are we going to invest in you to create this great work, and what can we do as equal partners to make sure that you show up well? I think the company will be investing in more people that can partner closely with clients and agencies to ensure this great work will get done. I think 2021 is going to be even more prolific than 2020 because brands and agencies really understand that this is a platform that is meaningful for them, that can do things for them that they cannot do elsewhere. And so 2021 is going to be a huge year, I think, for us and I say that in the most humble of ways, but really as we work with clients and agencies and brands to tell the stories that they need to on our platform and to reach the successes that they want, that they need to over the course of the year. So that's what I think.
I'm sure I'm with you, Katie, in that I hope for every brand that has the kind of comes out of the ashes of 20 into extraordinary growth of 21, because it's been so difficult to slog our way through this year with the challenges that it faced, and looking at the sort of the bright light that I see happening in 21. I want to thank you so much, Katie, for having a conversation with me today. It was, ladies and gentlemen, Katie Puris, the Managing Director of Business Marketing for TikTok. And thank you all for tuning in as well. Katie, you were just wonderful today. I really appreciate the insight you offered, as well as a hearty congratulations to you on the brand's win of this extraordinary award.
Thank you so much, Josh. And on behalf of everyone at TikTok, we are so grateful. We're so thankful for the honor. Thank you for everybody for listening in, and have a great rest of year. And let's do this in 2021.
Check. Take care, Katie.
Bye.
Bye.